Welcome to Maximum Overload.
Everything we do and how we do it, and crawling and climbing and
Oh, good morning. Just woke up. It's like 7 a.m. Can't wait to see what it looks like. AC's off. Stick with me. I'm going to open up, get some coffee, and let you see what it looks like here. God, it's just beautiful out here. I guess this was absolutely wonderful last night. I ran the AC for a few hours, but then I just turned it off. I had to. It was too cold in here, and I ended up running it just on fan, which ended up being real nice, but we did take some trail damage. You can't tell here, but this window here is shattered on the inside. And I'm not sure if it was all the rock I was throwing up yesterday from those ranch roads, but it is shattered for sure. So, I'll have to figure that out when I get home. Not a big deal. But that's the important thing of the day right there. Dun, 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 dun. Getting my coffee going, getting the French press going. And then I need to wash some dishes, make some breakfast, get dressed, and get on the trail. Stay tuned, guys. Got the fridge out of the truck. Now, man, that's pretty. Look at that. Oh, goodness. Okay, guys, I went ahead and just precautionally aired down to 20. I was at 25, but had a couple issues last night. The tires did make some noise on some rocks, so I'm going to go back to a place I was very late last night at 11 p.m. and kind of scout it out, because even though it's a river draw, there's a couple ledges that are raised up out of the creek bed, and I just wonder if that wouldn't be a really cool place to camp during the winter. So what I'm going to do is try to make it back there first without Kong. And then if I can, and I can make it, I'm going to come back and load Kong and take him down there to verify. It's early in the day. There's going to be help out here today at some point. So if something didn't go right, I could probably get help. Plus, I've got a bunch of recovery stuff, and I've got the winch. I could get out of, most situations. But I think this is kind of the best way to accomplish today, because I would love for the winter, if I want to come out here and camp for an extended amount of time, to be able to get down in the canyon and away from some of these Texas Panhandle winds during the winter, which can make it pretty nice, as long as you're not in the wind. Our wind is significant. I'm not sure if anybody knows, but here in the Texas Panhandle around Amarillo area, we are literally the windiest area in the United States. Our average is 17. Average. That's daily. That's all the time. And for us, 70 plus miles an hour is nothing new. We see it all the time. So that's why I would love to see if some of these canyon forks I can get down into and get Kong back there and just set up a picturesque campsite where I could be hidden and down in a draw and away from everything going on, but not in danger's way if it decides to rain or flood. So anyway, stick around. I think it'll be a pretty cool trail, and I think it'll stretch the legs on this Gladiator. So here we go. I just wanted to update you guys. This is where the trail picked up. I can't tell you guys how beautiful it is down in here. Now, if you're claustrophobic, you know, be prepared because it gets pretty tight in here. But this place is beautiful. I mean, you can see what I'm in. This is definitely a riverbed. You can tell by the rock. And I know this video is kind of a cross between scenic and vlogish, but I think that kind of makes it more entertaining for you guys and me, so you can kind of experience what's going on with the vehicle and what I'm experiencing, and at the same time what I'm seeing. And I did a real cool shot that you would have just seen that I felt like was real cool and interesting to me. Is I'm always wondering what the tires are doing and how they're working across different types of terrain. And so I shot one. Let me know in the comments if you guys think, you know, that's some neater stuff you guys want to see, because what I want to do is I want to work on more of a mount like that, so you can see what the tire physically is doing when we're like trying to climb obstacles and such like that. So anyway, enjoy. So I guess you guys can tell the way I backed up and took a look at this. I was really concerned considering they're both rounded faces and it's a very small V-notch. The truck won't fit in between it, so I just said, well, I know it's only got 900 miles, but you got to figure out what it'll do sooner or later. So this is my attempt going up the draw. And to be honest, I couldn't have been any happier. It was super simple, like it wasn't even there. And that thing was, you know, at least 3 feet tall. So makes me happy for what comes in the future and the build on this Gladiator and what it's going to be able to do. Guys, that Gladiator on those little bitty tires. I don't think you can tell how deep some of this stuff was, but I mean, that tire was right here. You can see it on the top of this tire. It's above my knee. This is insane. Look, oh man. Wow. So I was trying to figure out how I wanted to do it, and I didn't know if I wanted to, you know, climb on this guy or climb on that guy. And you can see, I mean, what it took to get through it. But wow, a little bumper rubbage right there. But I think now you may be able to see, but this rock is to my hip, and it's even taller over here. But man, to say that these Gladiators aren't super capable from the get-go is crazy. I cannot wait to get a lift and my 40s on this thing. It's going to be super fun and super capable. And we'll go over here and see where we got it. I don't know if that was the... Oh yeah, here it was. It was the back bumper. But that's this is for. And that shows you right there, hey, it supported the weight of this vehicle, no problem. So, hey Jeep, good job. Got under the wheel a little bit, but nobody's worried about that. Of course, the rocker, hey, exciting. Check this out. So, up there, you know, all 700 something feet of it is where we camped last night. So anyway, I'm gonna continue, guys. Guys, I don't know where I'm at, but I've sure made it back in the very back, and it is beautiful back here. One thing I will say again, I've never run these Falcons on the trail, and I'm hands down impressed. Now I know why they were chosen for the, what is it, the Great American Venture four-wheel drive magazine. Now I know why. I think that these things in a 40 would be something to reckon with on this guy when it's later. They act a whole lot like the Baja Boss, to be honest. This may be our turnaround. There's water still sitting in there. I'm not seeing much left to go. Yeah, because it showed me down in the river, and I'm not feeling that. This is pretty... I mean, this, yeah, this is in the middle of nowhere. So I think I'm going to turn around here and head back. It's about an hour in, and it'll be about an hour back. So, that being said, this is the neat little trail. Unfortunately, now we know there's definitely no place for camping back here. And there's no place for Kong, so there wouldn't even be any reason to bring him back here. I think I'll head back and start thinking about lunch, because by the time I get back it'll be after 11, and I'm sure it won't be any quicker going out than it was in. So stay tuned, and I am definitely going to shoot the shot this time, going back to that crease. I'm definitely going to try to get on that the V side on that flat and see if that helps anything. Anyway, it should make some interesting viewing. So far, I'm saying Gladiators are very capable in a stock form.
What? What? Oh my God, guys. That was crazy. I don't know if you caught that. Well, obviously you caught it because it's on video. I'm not sure if you can see my face, but coming off the ground like that, insane. But there's your new line, and that's a new line in a stock Gladiator. Zero lift on what, 32s, 33-inch wild peaks? What? And the crush that they took. They are 285/70. What? The amount of side flex that these things have on a stock wheel at 20 pounds, and the rigidity of that is insane. Wow. Jeep, you've done it. This thing and an eco diesel is insanely capable. Figured I'd hop in and show you guys what's for dinner, or lunch actually. So we're just doing a little chicken I prepared at home. I do my best to kind of prepare my meals all the time, so I'm staying as healthy as I possibly can. We preach a lot about, you know, tread lightly and all that stuff, and then, you know, we end up not taking care of ourselves. So I do steaks and do all kinds of things sometimes, but right now I'm just sticking with the diet. So this is just simply basmati rice, some chicken, some pre-grilled chicken, pre-cooked broccoli, and that rice that I'm just heating up in a pan and kind of getting it warm so I can eat it for lunch. And then I think really what's going to happen is I don't know if you can hear my door. the galley doors swinging back and forth. I need to secure it, but it's getting significantly windy out here, and I am the only one at the park, which is great. But at the same time, some of the stuff that I want to do moving forward is a little bit more technical. And down in that creek, they don't have the repeater built up on this hill yet. There's actually a point that's right there that they're going to build a tower for a repeater. That way when you're down in the bottom, you can actually broadcast back up here. And I don't know if I can find it from where I'm at. Maybe I can. We'll scan. Okay, I think I see it. So right there in the distance, right there. Right there in the distance, there's a covered area that used to house hay, I believe, and that's where the main gate is. So you can imagine that when you drop down in here, it's over 700 foot down. They can't communicate with you up there, and so they plan to build a repeater tower so that when you talk from there to this peak over here, you'll be able to get all of this area down in these fingers of the canyon. So I think until then, that's probably what it is. And as you can see with this guy, I've got a lot of work to clean up. So I think I'm gonna get it home early, shovel some of this mud off. Can you believe I said that? Shovel some of the mud off? Shovel some of the mud off and then try to get this thing as clean as I can. This is definitely what I bought it for, but you also still want to make sure that you take care of things, because dirt tends to eat bearings, and mud and water and all that stuff eats bearings. So you get it clean as you can and then go from there. Anyway, I'll see you guys shortly. Guys, I wanted to show you this real quick. I know it's super windy real quick, but I was just going to show you the way I pack everything in. I pack everything in like this so it doesn't move. But again, it gives me an additional storage in the Jeep, whether it was the Gladiator or whether it was the JL. But you can see it all fits together, and these are all weather-tight boxes. So when I get to camp, it's really not a big deal. I basically open the door, put all this stuff out on the ground, and then lay the bed out, and I'm done. So anyway, that's kind of how it works, and that's why I always stress, like, boxes for what you need. Well, guys, this is always the end of the trip that I hate, but you see I've packed up, and I'm going to show you a little drone footage. I think I'm going to do a little something different this time, and at the end of this, I may run some pictures just to kind of show you some of the things that I saw with my eye and kind of thought they were picturesque enough to share with you guys as I roll the end of the film. Anyway, thanks for watching, and stay tuned. I think you'll like the ending. want to go ahead and say, hey, I'm done. I got those two aired up. They went from 20 pounds to 44 pounds, which I'm going to have to drop them down to 37 in a matter of a minute and a half, me talking to you on that previous video. So I'm going to have to figure out how to get that as part of my setup, because that is a ridiculously fast way to air up. I mean, it was done. It took the 4 tires. I let the tank build. It's a 6-pound tank, 150 psi. I let it build, and then 150 pounds of psi in it, and then I hooked it up to all 4 tires and opened the valve, and they went from 20 to 30 in, you know, a matter of seconds. So, wow. Anyway, I digress. I appreciate all of you guys following me, and I wanted to say, hey, I just hit 60,000 views in 4 months. This channel's been going a little longer than 4 months, and we just went over 60,000 views, and I can't thank you guys enough. Here again is the final shot of their front board when you come in. Please, I don't care where you're from, I think you would love to come out here and crawl and camp, mountain bike, walk, hike at this place. Again, it's just amazing, and they're developing new trails for mountain biking and hiking and crawling and overlanding every day. So again, thank you. There's the shakedown. It was absolutely incredible, and again, thanks for watching.